sometimes my brain just goes on little sort of flights of fancy. And, I was like trying to imagine like Ariel, the Little Mermaid, as a homeschooler, like, look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? I've got language arts and math aplenty. I've got history and social studies galore. You want science? I've got plenty, but who cares? No big deal. I want more. And sometimes it does feel like that, like with curriculum, doesn't it? Like there is plenty, but we want more. I actually really just love to research curriculum to really just see what is out there. And, so today I do want to just let's delve in to the science world and have a look at some wonderful homeschooling science curriculum. Hi, and welcome to Learning Life, and thank you so much for joining me today as we have some fun with some science curriculum. Now, also, it is that time again. We are going to have a giveaway, so stay tuned to the end to find out what it is going to be. I have sort of reviewed some different curriculum out there. Not that long ago, I did some math. I'll put the links down below. I really enjoy looking and seeing what's out there and talking to people and finding out what there is so that I can present some of this information to you, because I know that when we go on this journey ourselves, sometimes we can just feel a little overwhelmed. Okay, so this is why I bring these videos, and thank you so much for watching and for your likes and for your subscribes. I don't know about you, but I really didn't appreciate science when I was younger. I sort of remember going through, I think because I was more into history and English and music, and that's my world. And when we got into high school, I dropped science as soon as I could, which was the end of 10th grade, because I didn't need any further than that to get into university. And I wasn't interested in biology and physics, those higher level ones. So I dropped it as soon as I could. It wasn't really until getting into teachers college and being there, and they would give us these assignments where you're heading out on teaching prac. And so I want you to write a unit of work on science and then teach it and then evaluate. And I really enjoyed writing science curriculum and just really saw how fun it could be. And I think probably that just sparked some of my love of even writing curriculum and just really finding great ways that we can bring hands-on things for our children. And science, to me, is one of those things that is just so great, for hands-on. And we can just really explore so many, many wonderful topics. Okay, so today I want to look at 3 different homeschool science curriculum that you could use. Maybe you've heard about them, maybe you haven't. These are ones that I've either really researched, basically based from friends who have used them and have talked about them, or I have used them myself. Generation Genius. Like the name of that. Okay, so this is focusing on different science topics that cover kindergarten to grade 8. Okay, they're easy to understand. They really are engaging. And what I love is that it is great for all learning styles. Okay, we've got our visual learners, our auditory, our hands-on, any of them can do it because the videos are fun. They hold the interest of children and even the grown-ups who are watching them. It's presented in such a great way that even I, as a grown-up, am really not rolling my eyes. You know how sometimes you watch stuff and you're like, oh, this is just too cheesy, the children are enjoying it. But no, I have found that you can be watching this and learn yourself. Okay, as I said, easy to use, so well laid out. And if you are one of those people that, wants to make sure that it meets standards, yes, it meets core standards. Of course, you do want to compare with your states. Now, if it's not what some people want, a complete curriculum that would cover the entire year sort of thing, But if you tend to be more eclectic in your homeschooling, or you like to be like following like interest-led and stuff, like this is great, okay? The resources are wonderful. And what I like is that they then lead into like discussion or like off on this tangent or researching more, and to me, like that is always great that I've got something that like my children are engaged and then they want to know more. And I feel like that Generation Genius does this. The cost is under $100 for homeschool for the year, which is a great price. Okay, with all that they have available. And they do have an additional like monthly subscription where you could get like monthly science kits that have hands-on experiments that come to you. So that's in addition to the videos and the lessons that go with it. These great lessons in these videos, you could have something coming once a month, even more fun hands-on learning experiences. Mystery Science. Now, mystery science can be used by schools or by homeschoolers, and they do have like different membership accounts. But for homeschoolers, what I like is that the units are divided by age range rather than by grade. To me, that's always a wonderful thing. So like if you have children close together in age, you could be working on the same thing. If you do more family style learning, then, it's there. It's not that specific grade or that specific age. It really is great for our audiovisual learners because we've got, the videos that are there. It's great for those that enjoy discussion, like the hands-on learning. Mystery science really is a lot of fun. Again, something that I have found like to be engaging, like so many hands-on experiments, and so many hands-on activities. And as, that parent, that grown-up that is leading like the homeschooling, it really is what we call like an open and go program. It is there. You've got the videos and the lessons that go with it. So very flexible. You don't have to follow it in an order. You get to pick and choose. And what I like is that they also have like mini lessons. So we've got like the full big detailed lessons that would take a while, but they've got these little mini science lessons. And usually you can check some of those out for free, like on the website, and then just see, maybe I really do like mystery science. Okay, the cost of that is $109 for the year for homeschoolers, and that gives you access to all the materials on the website. So another great science resource, especially, when you can look at the different topics that your children are interested, that's going to take a hold of them and help them. Want to know more? Wonderful. Science Unlock. This is a great resource that is brought to you from like Home Science Tools. If you ever need to get stuff for science experiments, check out Home Science Tools. But they have brought these complete kits. And when I say complete kits, I mean it has like everything that you need except water that you can really get from the tap. So to me, that is wonderful. You're not then scrounging around trying to find things. You open up your kit and there it is. The workbooks are beautiful. Things are so well explained that helps your children to get through the steps of the scientific method. What great ways to practice it. Know your whys, work all of these things out. Get these hands-on experiences. These kits are wonderful for that. It's broken up into 3 age groups. So we've got Wonder, which is kindergarten to 2nd grade, Accelerate, which is 3rd through 7th, and Launch, which is grades 8 through 12. Okay. And again, what I like about this, that we're not thinking about specific grades. Okay. But my child was in this and they're interested in that. I can do that, which to me is always a bonus. Then we're not, having to think, we've got to do the science curriculum because this is 2nd grade. And when they're not interested in it, we know, and then it just becomes really, really hard to do. Again, another curriculum that really meets the next generation science standards and other state core standards. So it's good and it's solid. And as I said, one of those things that is just great, it's got all that you need. Okay, to be able to just pull it out. Now, the cost is a little bit more compared to Mystery Science and Generation Genius, but that is because it is a physical kit with everything. So for when you're looking at Wonder and Accelerate, the cost is between $220 to $250 a bundle, as they call it, the big bundle. And then as you're looking at high school, so bio chemistry, physics, earth and space, you're looking at over $400 for that. But again, that's an entire year's curriculum with all that you need for it. And so sometimes for that ease of things, this truly is like just a great way of doing it and knowing that your children are going to be learning well and really like getting engaged and involved in the curriculum. Now, all three of these curriculum are what is known as secular. So it's not needing like the faith-based. So there might be aspects if you are looking for a faith-based curriculum that you don't like. And I get that. For me, like I'm not concerned with that because I can always like tweak and change like for what I need that serves my family well. Other strong curriculum. So those are like three that I really liked. As I said, they're secular, but I know that there are families that really want like a faith-based science curriculum. And I totally get that too. And, you know, the ones that I'm about to list, I would encourage you to check out if you haven't, but if you want a good, solid, faith-based science curriculum. Now, all of these belong, like you could get your language arts and math, like really make it what we call like that box curriculum. Like it's got everything that you need. And some of these curriculum I have reviewed before. So you can go and have a little look there. But just specifically in science, when I look at it and I feel like that it is a strong and good curriculum that people would feel comfortable and like being able to pick up and like go with and run with. Some of them are a little bit more like you're doing a bit of prep, but I think that all of them do appeal to our children like in different ways. And so that would be the good and the beautiful science, like a Becca, Sunlight, BJU Press has quite a few like in all of their different like groups. And then I always want to say this wrong, Apologia, I want to say Apologia. Again, really strong and good faith-based curriculum. Look, now I know that I have probably missed out on some really excellent curriculum. And if I haven't mentioned them, please comment below because as I said, I'm always looking for some stuff that's really good that I feel like that I could like recommend. I am not paid like for any of this. This is just me saying, hey, these are good. You should check them out and why. Okay. So as well, like when it comes to curriculum and you're not sure, talk to your friends and find out what they're using and why. Like, don't just say, oh, you use that. Okay, that's great. Find out from them what they think is good about it, and maybe some of the things that they don't like about it. That's the way that we're going to choose the best curriculum for us. But I think we'd probably all agree that when it comes to science curriculum, we really want engaging and hands-on and something that might lead to further exploration and research and discussion. And that time has come for our giveaway. And we really can't talk about science curriculum, can we, if we are not talking or wanting to give away a science kit. This is one that my girls got given, and we have really enjoyed it. Yes, there are 100 experiments. Okay, 40 of them have like the stuff that you need like in here, and then the other 60 are experiments you can use with stuff from around your house, which is really, really wonderful. And, you know, some of them we've done like a few times because they are just fun, and they are a great reward. Get this done. We can do a science experiment. So I want to give one of these away because what a great way to instill a love of learning with some fun hands-on science stuff. So in order to enter this draw, then be a subscriber and comment down below one aspect of science that you really like. Maybe it is like the ocean. Maybe it is space. Tell me what you like in this whole science realm. And we are going to announce the winner in 2 weeks. So you will have all the way through next week until Friday night to get your name in the draw. And we will draw the winner and announce it that following Thursday. Well, thank you so much for watching today. Thank you for being part of this learning life, and good luck on the giveaway. Like, if you want to help get some of these videos out, you can do that by being a champion. So check that out at patreon.com or at my website, LearningThis.Life.